Welcome to my bedroom. The thing is, this room was never intended to be my bedroom. And how it came to be this way is that the day I moved in, the other two bedrooms had just the most disgusting carpeting in them. And the back bedroom, that is supposed to be ultimately my bedroom, is still a storage area because that back bathroom is horrifying. And I do use it occasionally just to make sure the plumbing still doesn't dry out or whatever. But yeah, it needs to be redone. But move-in day, I just had the movers put my bed and my dresser in here because this was the only room that didn't have nasty carpet on the floor, bedroom-wise. And I wanted to have a place to sleep. I love this room. I love the window seat area over there in the corner. That's the turret on the front of the house. And then there's this window behind me that, oh, don't look at those. That's a whole, we'll get to there. But I have a blackout curtain behind the Venetian blinds because the street light shines right even through the slats of the Venetian blind. I like it dark and quiet. There's the key. I also like it really quiet when I sleep. And this is the front of the house. And so there's traffic by, people out there. And there's very little privacy. I have to keep these blinds all drawn all the time because I don't want people on my porch looking into my bedroom or passing on the street looking in my bedroom. So I keep all the blinds and the curtains drawn. My vision for this room when I moved in was that this was going to be an office, sitting room, perhaps a treatment room. Like if I had people come in for Reiki and sound, I would make it real pretty and nice for that. It also has the beautiful little fireplace that is closed off. It's not a workable fireplace, but it's still a pretty mantle and everything. And I just envisioned that sitting area behind me filled with plants and lace curtains, and to be able to look out the front of the house. It's just, I keep the door shut and the blinds shut because it's my bedroom. I don't want people looking in it. I also don't like the first room inside the front door to be my bedroom. When you walk in the front door and there's a door and you walk into the bedroom. And I do want to have a guest room. And I thought it's between this room and the green room will be my guest room, which is where we're going to go next. So then I bought this big, huge, beautiful bed. I love this bed frame, this 4-poster bed frame. But I'm going to turn you around here so you can get a better, let's see. And see, you can hear sirens. So you can see the bed takes up that whole wall. There's barely room for my bedside table next to it. And it's not centered because of the bedside table. And then I have this ugly little vanity that I just bought because I needed something that, it's really it's just a tight fit. It takes up most of the room. And the green room next door is much bigger than this room. So let's go over here. And the interesting Victorian architecture. You can walk from one bedroom to the next bedroom to the next bedroom without going out into the public areas. Do I like it? I don't know. It's kind of weird, but sometimes it comes in handy. Now this room is a mess right now, but here's Mr. Henry. Henry likes it. So this is like the most finished, it's the only finished of the 3 bedrooms. Because I haven't even touched the front bedroom yet because, like I said, I've been living in there since I moved in. But this is one room off the front. I mean, yes, it still faces the side yard. It has windows. I don't want a room without windows. But I'm thinking that all of this, those 2 IKEA cube shelves, the folding cutting table, and the sewing machine cabinet can all easily go in that front room. The bed can go here. I will probably have to rearrange the artwork, but that's okay. I can center that bed or put it to one end of the other of this wall. This wall is huge, so that bed could go on this wall easily with shelves or bedside tables on both sides or some kind of little tables, and still have plenty of room. I can keep the chair under the window. Rosie may or may not go in the other room. Minerva and Bertha, the two dress forms, will definitely go in the other room. Probably put those in the window seat area and freak neighbors out because they'll think some old witch is standing in the window staring at them, which is fine with me. So that's what I think I'm going to do. This cabinet that's behind me, around this cabinet, for now, will stay here. It's housed over time. It's either, well, right now, it has my Cricut, which I hardly ever use anymore, and like file baskets and things of like my bills and paperwork and stuff. So it fits here perfectly. I like the color of it in here with the green room. So I think it's going to stay. At one time, the printer was also in it, but I got a new printer and it didn't fit as well. So the printer will go in the front room. It is 3:00 in the afternoon, but it has been cold and rainy. It was rainy all day yesterday. So I didn't do any outside work on the shed. And today I really didn't get out and do anything either. It's actually not that cold. It's humid. It's damp. So it feels colder than it is, but just wasn't motivated to get out and do anything. So I kind of have to make a plan of attack. I don't know if everything's going to get moved today. I don't think I'll be sleeping in this room tonight. I was taking down the bed, moving the bed, the mattress and the box spring and the bed and putting it back together. That might be more than I can handle. But I think I can move some things around because I kind of have measured walls in there and I kind of know what needs to go, what's going to go where. So I just have to be kind of intelligent about the way, and some things I'm just going to move out into the hall and then move them in here and vice versa, and not try to get everything through this little doorway. But yeah, I just woke up with a wild hair this morning, but then I've been busy all day doing other things and going out and shopping and whatever. And it's just nagging at me. It's been nagging at me all afternoon. And I'm like, well, let's just see what we can get moved for now. I'm going to measure a couple other things because I have a couple ideas. So let's see how I get done, what I get done, and what happens. Well, that was stage one. I now have room in here for the bed. But I kind of need to get the sewing machine cabinet out of here before the bed comes in because it'll be blocked in otherwise. So I think stage two will be rolling the sewing machine cabinet out into the hallway and then moving, the cats are going crazy, moving the cedar chest in here under the window, which I think I'll like, because then it'll be like a little bench under the window. You know, Lilith and Henry will like to be able to sit under the window, at the window. And then the last two things to flip-flop, mainly. I mean, I've got other things. This is not going to be done. I got to sit down. That was a little bit of work. I know it didn't look like anything on video, but it was a little bit of work. Okay. Then that just leaves taking the bed apart and moving the bed in here. Just taking a 4-poster queen size bed with a box spring and a thick mattress and all the stuff. Just that. I mean, it's not that, it's not that heavy, and it all comes apart. I can do it. Then the decorations on the wall in here will have to come down, but again, that doesn't have to happen today. Yeah, I'm not going to want quilting thingies up there on my wall in my bedroom. But again, it's a stage, it's a phase. And again, this is not going to be my long-term bedroom. But why I didn't think to do this after I finished this room, when this room was empty, before I moved and then I moved everything around in here a half a dozen times. Why I didn't just move the bedroom in here when it was empty and then put all the sewing stuff in there. Because also this closet is a little bit bigger and I don't have a lot of clothes. I wear, as you know, by watching my videos, there's about 4 different shirts and 3 different pairs of sweatpants that I wear in the regular when I'm working around the house. So, and I purged a lot of business casual before when I moved last time. So, figuring if I ever had a business casual job again, it would be a decade after the last one I had, and new clothes would probably be a good idea. So anyhow, I don't have a lot of hanging clothes, but what I do have hung in that little closet up in the front room are very hard to access, and I did have to completely take out all of my summer clothes, and so I had room to hang out my winter clothes and vice versa. So this closet is a little bit more accessible. I, of course, do not want to take all of my arts and crafts supplies that I have stored in there out, but it, again, will be a process. I don't have to do it all today, but I really think I want to sleep in here tonight if I can get that bed in here. Oh, Lordy, what time is it now? Oh, it is now 4 o'clock. So I've spent an hour. I don't go to bed till about 7 or 8 o'clock, but we will see. I'm thinking, yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it. Why the heck not? I think she's going to sit right here for a minute. I spent way too much money on that cabinet to break it by trying to get it through the over the threshold. And I should have taken the machine out first. That would have taken about 45 pounds of weight off of the wheels, and I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get it to where I can get the machine back out of it and move it after that. It's out of the way for now anyway. And, you know, hand it to these Victorians. Having multiple doors into one room makes this kind of thing heck of a lot easier, because I don't have to climb over the furniture when I get it stuck in the doorway. All right. I was getting a little chilly in here earlier. I'm not chilly anymore. So now I think I'm going to quit just videotaping all the rigmarole of moving, and I'll just wait and you'll get to see what happens next. So here is the semi-finished new sewing room, and I wish I had done this months ago. That is the big sewing machine cabinet straight ahead where the bed used to sit. To the left is Lilith and the window seat area that I can now open the blinds on all the windows and get light in here. And even the morning, and this is the northwest corner of the house, gets beautiful soft light in here. And I have Miss Rose, my new machine, sitting there, like just the perfect spot for her. And then over here is, I still need, like, that's why I said semi-finished. That's the fireplace. I don't like the folding table. It fits there perfectly, but it covers up the beautiful tile that's around that fireplace. That is one of the features of this room that I absolutely love. And kind of my altar space above it, but to be honest, it's just all my crystals and random things are stuck up there, and that's a project for maybe this afternoon. And then the IKEA shelves in this configuration fit perfectly right there. I do have a picture that I'm going to hang above. And then, okay, I've been ignoring this nasty corner behind the door. These bookshelves, you can see, they're barely bookshelves at this point. They're cheap laminate bookshelves. And I bought them when I was in Chattanooga. And when the movers came, I took the shelves out and I took all the little pegs that hold the shelves out. When the movers put them in place, I couldn't find where I put the little pegs. I looked everywhere and I unpacked everything. The little pegs didn't show up. So I ordered a new set of pegs from Amazon. They came, I put the shelves up, and within months, the little pegs started popping out and the shelves started falling like they are doing now. About a day, I swear, maybe the day before, I don't even know. I think the day after the shelf pegs came from Amazon, I pulled out the overalls that I wore. I think I finally did laundry, a few weeks after moving in, or a week after moving in. And in the pocket of the overalls that I was wearing the day at moving day, there was a pocket that it was like Velcroed shut, and that's where I put the pegs. But they hadn't started falling yet, so I didn't worry about replacing them. I'm like, well, I got extra shelf pegs if I ever need them. Well, now I need to go remember where I put those other pegs and take all the books off of here, reorganize it, get the shelf pegs in that hold, and fix this problem. But you know what works real well too? It's just opening this door, putting a box in front of it, and turning my back on it. That works really well too. But I'm really excited about this space because this is kind of what I envisioned originally when I viewed the house, when I moved in. But like I said yesterday, the bed came in here because this was the only of the 3 bedrooms that didn't have carpet. So I was able to put the bed in here. And then when we finished the green room, I just moved I wanted to get all the sewing stuff and craft stuff out of the living room in the hallway. So I put it in the green room. And that worked, thinking that I was going to get into the back bedroom event very soon and get to be able to move my bed and everything in there. Well, that isn't happening. It hasn't happened. I don't know when it will happen. But my vision for this room is what it is now. Obviously, I got to paint it yet. And I have an idea for painting. I would also potentially, I would love to wallpaper the whole room. But it's 12.5-foot ceilings, as we already know, and lots of weird angles, lots of doorways and windows to cut wallpaper around. And wallpaper is just ridiculously expensive anymore. But I am thinking if I can find the right wallpaper, perhaps I will just do a feature wall of wallpaper around the fireplace. And I don't know if I'll do it where that doorway goes, that whole wall, or if I'll do from the corner of the fireplace and then do the wall above there, just that, and then paint the rest of the room. The color I'm thinking is a soft blush rose pink is what I'm thinking in this room. It's what I've thought about for this room from the very beginning, because, now let's move this table, because this tile is like a deep navy and forest green, and then there's forest green down there. And so I think the pink would be really pretty complementary color to the fireplace. And I just love the fireplace so much. I got to move that table. It can't be there. I don't want to block the fireplace. I got to figure out what to do with the opening to the fireplace. If nothing else, I'll go get another piece of black foam core like I have in the other fireplace, just to not have that big white gap. Now, I was just looking, I just had an inspiration for this doorway, possibility for this doorway. What do you think of this idea? I am very much about keeping the original features of the house and not modernizing it or, eliminating historical features. And so the doorways from one bedroom to the other is kind of an odd thing, but I'm finding it's kind of convenient to be able to go from the bedroom in here and not have to go out in the hallway, especially when I get stuff stuck in the doorway when I'm moving it and can't have to go around. But I have seen like a bookshelf hidden doorway thing that you could put in. And wouldn't that be kind of fun and still somewhat historically okay to potentially, because I have thought that this wall here would be nice to just have tall built-in bookshelves along this wall, make this kind of a library space. But it could wrap it around the corner and put bookshelves in front of the door, but have them be a hidden doorway that you move the shelves and open the shelves and you walk into the other room. I think that would be kind of fun. But let's walk into the other room. I don't have the lights on in here, so I'll have to. Again, there's still things in this room that haven't been moved and haven't been rearranged. But I slept in here last night. It was much quieter. Didn't hear all the street noise. I did move the little vanity next to the bed. It's not perfect. And again, the pictures on the wall haven't been moved yet. I think I'm going to leave the tree there, but I'm going to center it and raise it a little bit. Center it over the bed and raise it. And this little corner is kind of nice. I have a pile of shoes I found in the other room and just dumped in here, but I have a little chair so I can sit and look out, see out the windows, watch TV. My TV I'm going to mount on the wall, and I'm going to take this down. Obviously it's sewing stuff, so it's going to go in the other room on the wall, and I'll probably move this picture over here and mount the TV higher, because I found last night when I was laying in bed, that the remote control, the TV was too low, and I could barely see it, especially when the cat got on my lap, and the remote control, couldn't connect. So the TV's got to go higher. So I just put it on that box of fabric right now. Works for today, but obviously not long term. The blue cabinet's going to stay there because it fits there perfectly, and it's fine. Anyway, that's been the last 2 days project, and I couldn't be happier with it. I'm very happy with it. I think it works, and I don't mind really having the bedroom off the living room. It's kind of weird, but this door actually, unlike some of the doors in the house, I can actually shut this door, and it actually latches, which of course upset the cats last night because they couldn't figure out how to get in the room, even though there were 3 other access points to the room. But oh yeah, in that pile of stack of, again, it's a nice thing about having doors that open like that. I can just hide all that crap behind them. But I could get up in the morning and just come in here. Also, this will be a wonderful morning yoga space. I don't know if the pink and blue rug is going to stay in this room, but it works in here for now, especially if I paint the room pink. It's kind of small for the space. It worked at the foot of the bed when the bed was in here, but it's better than nothing. It absorbs some of the sound. There's not a whole lot of soft. I think another quilt's going to go on the wall up there eventually. Maybe even the one that I have in the other room. And get some quilts up on the wall and some curtains up on the windows, and it will not be quite so echoey in here. But wonderful yoga space as well, and a treatment space. I can put my massage table up in here and do Reiki and sound in this space, and have clients come over, and I think this will be a lovely space for that as well. So there we go. This is what happens when I get a wild hair. I just change things, and I like it. Lilith, what's in the drawer? What's got your... Oh, what's going on? Oh, who do I see in there? Oh, hi, Stinky McGee. What are you doing? You're like, I wish I was just a little stronger and I would push that door shut. But I can't. She's like, stay in there. Stay in there. I'm going to figure out how to shut the door. Stay in there. You sillies. You silly dear. You silly kittens.